What's up, everybody? How are you guys doing? Welcome to Jrichfits Lifestyle and Health Coaching Corner. We are on episode 34. Today's topic is life no-nos. So, in my intro name, it's Life and Health Coaching Corners. Today, we're going into life. We've had the gym health no-nos. This one is life no-nos. Things that you could do or not do on a daily basis to help your life go smoother so you don't get into a lot of altercations with people outside by doing stupid shit. The first one is chewing with your mouth open. This to me is one of my most hated pet peeves. I cannot stand people that chew with their mouth open because it just looks horrible. It sounds horrible. It's like nails on a fucking chalkboard for me. I don't know who the fuck raised you, but how in the hell do you think that flapping your fucking gums and clacking your teeth and chewing as loud as you possibly can is going to be anything that's attractive or anything that's going to look good? That's the big thing I always look at too. It's not cute. In what world do you go on a date or are you out with people and you think the cute move is a and do that shit? That's not cute at all. That's not going to help you get a step. And that's the whole idea. With all this shit, I'm trying to help you get a step ahead of the game, not neutral or backwards. And chewing with your fucking mouth open is going to get you extremely far back because it's just going to annoy people. I've never heard somebody say, you know what I love to hear? I love to hear somebody chewing with their mouth open. But that's about it. There's no punchline with that because that shit is annoying. There's ways I guess I can give you a semi break, like maybe if you just broke your nose and you can't breathe out your nose, or you got plastic surgery on your nose and there's something wrong with your septums to where you can't fucking breathe. That's my only way that I'm going to allow you to be next to me and chew with your mouth open. Because in my opinion, the one thing you look like is a fat fucking slob. And there's, like I said, unless you're raised by pigs and you've been eating in a fucking trough your whole life, there's no excuse to ever look like a slob. It is the worst thing for me. Stinking, smelling, loud. It's all attention grabbing. Close your mouth. Chew more. Don't worry about just shoving it down your fucking fat gullet. Like, chew. Enjoy the scenery. Enjoy the company you're with. Talk a little bit more in between bites. There's no race when it comes to that. But that's the first one. Is life no number one. Do not chew with your mouth open. It's not gonna. Nobody's gonna walk by and be like, "Hey, that's the guy I want for my movie. Hey, that's the guy I want to work at my company. Hey, that's the man or woman that I want to marry," because they're chewing annoyingly with their mouth open. Being cocky is number 2 on this one. For life no-nos, cocky is the worst. I've had whole segments of previous episodes based on cocky. And what and why do people act cocky? It's all insecurity. I think the same reason why you chew your mouth with your mouth open is the same reason why you're extremely cocky. It's just insecurity. It's a me show. There's something that you're lacking that you need to find somewhere else and flaunt as loud as you possibly can so people can gravitate towards you. But the gravitation is just in a horrible way. It's not because of things that you're doing right. It's things that you're doing wrong. Because in life, it's either the very top or the very bottom that somehow attract people. And confident is the very top and cocky is the very bottom. And you'll attract people being either one. But you attract the wrong people. You think it's the people that the cocky or the confident people have. It's not those people. It's a lot of people that are money grubbing. It's a lot of people that see you with something that want that, or you're saying you have something, so then they're going to go try to get that from you. So cocky, I cannot stand. That's a huge one when it comes to life no-nos. It doesn't get you anywhere. it might look like you're going somewhere. I think that's the issue is people think it does get you somewhere because it looks like you're going there. But anybody that I know that's cocky, that thrives off of their cockiness to get them somewhere, ends up being somewhere at the very end that they don't want to be in. It's like a firework. Like it looks pretty, it sounds great, and at the very end when it explodes and it's loud, people are like, oh, that's cute, and then they look away because there's nothing else left. And I think it's what like my best analogy for cocky people is that you're a firework, real short, real fast, real loud. That's it. So work on a craft. I think that's what cocky people lack is a craft. They don't connect themselves with anything. It's all flash. It's all loud. It's all a big pop, and that's it. Confident people that are very secure work on their craft in the dark, and they go day in, day out, and because they become good at it. Cocky people learn from them and do that. Work on your craft. Go from there. And stop grabbing for attention. It's all these things I'm about to name off all connect. If you're fucking click clacking your fat mouth, eating with your mouth open, it's because you want attention. If you're an extremely cocky person, it's the same thing. It's attention grabbing. You need all eyes on you. But then when the eyes get on you, you don't know what to do because you really can't perform the way that you're saying you can. Number 3. Asking for advice, but never using it. This might be the longest one I'm going to tackle the whole time. There are a lot of people out there that just want to tell you their story. They want to put all of their baggage on you. And at the end of the day, when they ask what you think or when they're looking for advice, they zone you out. You will start giving yours and they're not even listening to you. They're looking at their phone or they're looking straight through you. But so much more often than not, people will ask for your advice and not use it. And it is disheartening. It is extremely irritating. I deal with this a lot when it comes to certain family members, when it comes to certain friends, when it comes to my job, being a personal trainer, helping my clients out. Advice is never going to be taken the way you want. Because at the end of the day, most people already know what they're going to do. What they're looking for is enough people to validate what they're thinking. When they find somebody that doesn't validate what they're thinking, they're not going to say it out loud because they're making it seem like they care about your opinion, but inside, they're knocking down everything that you're saying. I don't know. I think my best advice for people is always listen, always be there for somebody, but just know they might not really do what you advise. And at the end of the day, the people that are like this understand this. You have about 2 times to go to somebody about the same bullshit. And if you don't change it up and you decide to go a 3rd time, they probably won't pick up the phone. They probably won't meet up with you. Because it's exhausting. You know how fucking tiring it is? It's the definition of crazy. Where you're doing the same exact thing over and over and over and expecting a different result. And same people can't handle that. I know myself, I hear this so much. The cool part is with clients, I get paid. So guess what? I'll give you the same advice all day, every day, because at the end of the day, I'm getting my money out of it. Do I wish that you listen to me? Do I wish that you do better? Of course, because with fitness, it's all mental and physical health. You gotta mentally be healthy before you can physically be healthy. So I need to help you with both. But if you decide not to listen to me, my hour is always yours. But when it comes to family and friends, you're not getting paid. So it's an emotional investment. And it's emotionally taxing to see somebody you care about constantly make the same mistakes, constantly not listen to you. Because your advice is probably very sound because it's coming from a place of love. So if you're somebody that is the person not taking the advice, know this. The people that will sit there for free and listen to your shit all the time, take their advice. It's all love. That's the only reason why they're there. They care about you making the best decision you can possibly make. There's no money behind it. There's no gain behind it. They just want to see you do well. Why do you not want to see yourself do well is the biggest question. And why would you listen to, if it's a relationship thing, listen to the significant other that you're complaining to them about. If it's a job thing, listen to your boss that you're complaining to them about. If it's a life thing, listen to yourself over them. Constantly, the rhythm is you going with the person that you're actually fighting with over the people that are trying to help you, that are a neutral ground. Whatever decision you make doesn't affect them as much as it affects you. So for them, they're going to think about the best possible scenario to help get you out of the bullshit you're in. It is the best, free, most honest advice you can possibly get. Same thing. If you go to a therapist cares about you for that hour, and at the end of the day, they go about their day. If you're going to see a trainer, the trainer cares about you for that hour, and then they go about their day. If it's your mother, if it's your siblings, if it's your friends, if it's your significant other, they think about you every day, and they're worried about you every day, and they want to make sure that you're alive, that you're safe. Why the fuck is that not the most important person that you would listen to? And for the ones that do care, and for the ones that are putting in that time and showing that love, stick with them. You don't got to call and pick up every time, because then you're an enabler, and then they'll just use you as a huge crutch. So make sure that if they're not making changes, you reprimand them for it, you slap them on the hand for it. But when they really need you to be there, make sure that you're always there. Make sure that you're always smiling, you have love for them. Because same thing, unless they're a financial burden on you, their opinions will be their own opinions, and whatever happens in their life will happen to them, and it doesn't reflect you at all. You're trying to be there as much as you possibly can. But don't be an enabler. Don't give them money all the time. Don't always be there for advice. Don't always be there to pick them up, because people like that will take advantage. They don't give a fuck about what you have to say. They give a fuck about what you can give them. So what you need to do is take the giving away and only give them the say, so they understand that this is all you get. Learn from it, do better from it. But like I said earlier, I know fucking click-clacking with your mouth open is a scratching on the chalkboard movement for me. Or like, that's how it makes me feel. But number 3, asking for advice but not using it, will make me want to punch or choke somebody that I care about. So that's a strong emotional pull that gets out of me. So I can only assume what it does for you. So try, like I said, try to be there. Try to do what you can for them. And that's about it. And the people that are asking for advice, be a fucking adult. You're not a child anymore. Be an adult. Listen to what they have to say. And apply. You don't have to apply the whole thing of what they said. But take bits and pieces from everybody. Every single person you talk to, you need to take one thing that they gave you advice-wise and then use it. So if 5 different people talk to you and they give a fuck about you and they're not trying to use you at all, take 5 little pieces from each of them and then put it together, and then that should be your game plan. Your game plan doesn't fucking work. That's why you're asking them for advice. If your game plan worked, you wouldn't be asking them for fucking advice anymore. So if you're asking for advice, it means you're slightly lost. And it means that you need to take bits and pieces, combine it, and then turn that into a game plan. And then when it's their birthday, or if it's Mother's Day, or if it's Valentine's Day, take them out and show them that you love them. Shoot them a text. I tell people all the time, little text messages sent out saying, hey, thank you very much for helping me in my shitty ass time. I love you. I'm thinking about you all the time. That means the world to people. So do that as well. Number 4, talking over people and talking the loudest in your group. Man, I forgot that some people threw these ones out here. These are some good ones that really get under my skin. If you're talking loud or if you're talking over people, it means two things. You have the shortest fucking memory on the planet and you can't hold onto a thought until somebody finishes their conversation, then you chime in. Or you think you're better than everybody in the room and only your opinion or only your voice matters. But at the end of the day, it comes from a negative place and a very rude place. People that talk over, people that talk loud, insecurity. It goes into the fucking, what we're talking about. The lack of confidence, insecurity mode where you think that people think you're smarter than you in the room, or you think that people don't value your opinion in the room, or you're over fucking thinking. Conversations, if you're having one with a group of people, you're all equal. You're all human. If you went around the room and drew blood from everybody, it'd all be red. You guys are all human beings at the end of the day. So if you're thinking that they think that they're better than you, or they think that you're uneducated, that's your thought. Unless somebody says that to you, and if they do say it to you, then punch them in the fucking face. But if they're not saying that to you, that's just your brain running away with itself. But loud people, holy shit. We could all imagine one person jumps right into your head right away. Everybody wants to punch you in the face when you talk that loud. When you talk over people. What the fuck are you doing? You learn some manners. The same thing, you slob. Learn to respect other people's opinions, respect other people's time. Nobody wants to sit there all day, every day, and just listen to you, and just listen to your opinion, and shut their shit down, and only your shit matters. You will not have a lot of friends for a long time, or for a lengthy period of time, if you keep talking over people. Breathe. Count. Like, this is the best one I've ever heard. People do this all the time. Count to 10 while somebody is talking before you decide to interject. And hopefully by that 10, they stop talking, you can kind of chime in. But if something hits you, be enough of a grown-up to hold your tongue. Children interrupt. That's the only group of people that I see interrupt a shitload as kids. They'll always be talking over each other. Show that you have grown since your adolescence and shut your fucking mouth and sink and hold on to that thought until it's your turn to talk. Some people don't know too, like, let there be a half second of silence before you talk. That's a good time to chime in. Don't do it right when a word ends, because what if this person's just taking a breath and they're still going on with their sentence? So what you should do is allow a half second, allow a full second, then chime in. It just shows respect. It shows that you value this person. It shows that you're actually even listening. Most people that talk over you, or most people that talk really loud, aren't even listening to shit that you're saying, and they are extremely disrespectful. You're not even showing me the respect to listen to what I'm saying. Let's just fight then, because you don't give a fuck about me, and I thought I gave a fuck about you. But if you're gonna talk like that, then let's go fight, and then let's not use any words at all. But if you do respect the people you're around, and you do respect the surroundings that you're in, then just wait and just allow them to talk. And then loud has always gotten on my nerves. There's so many. I got a fucking neighbor talks extremely loud, and he talks to his kid hella loud, and you can see the kid is 9 years old and he's already had a lifetime of not wanting to hear that shit ever again. The weirdest part is he will yell for his kid, and his kid will be in the backyard. That place ain't even that big. His kid will be right in the backyard. He'll be like, "Hey!" And the kid will be like, "Hey, what's up?" And then the second the kid says what's up, he'll be like, "Hey, can you take the garbage out?" So you're not really talking loud, like you live on 20 acres and your kid really need to hear you. You're only talking loud to get attention from everybody else and to set the tone or do whatever the fuck your brain is telling you to do. But talking loud, once again, shows ignorance. It shows lack of confidence. People I respect can talk at an even tone or talk below. Because at the end of the day, if I'm talking a little below, this conversation is A to B, and I just want us to talk about it. Everybody's so worried about eavesdropping and so worried about jumping into conversations. But with loud people, you're fucking don't even need to eavesdrop on them because they're telling you exactly what's going on. And there's no secrets. And it just shows you, like I said, lack of growth. What else we got? Number 5, and it sums it all up. Chasing attention. And at this time and at this era, there was nothing more prevalent than people chasing attention, needing validation, all these things. Social media has become, social media to me is a good and bad. There's ways that you can flip it and make money off of it, which is a good thing. And then there's a way that you can flip it and sell your soul, which is a bad thing. You don't want to get to a point where money is the end all be all and you'll do anything for it. Because then that just shows me, like I said, you're chasing attention. You're chasing everything that comes with attention, which is validation from people that don't matter, which is selling your soul for money. Never good things. Also, when it comes to chasing attention on social media, people are saying wilder things. People are being extremely bold. My best advice is don't say anything that you wouldn't say if those same people were in a room with you. Me, myself, people think, oh, I'm very brash, I'm outspoken. I am, but at the same time, I'd say all these things if my mom was here. I'd say all these things if my nieces and nephews were here. That's just how I am. If you're not somebody that is like that, do not use social media as your cape to hide behind to speak up about, or your mask to put on so you can hide your face and say whatever you want. If you look at mascots, they dance super funky, they act real wild, they do all that stuff. Bet you $1 million the majority of these mascots, if they had to do it with their face out, with no clothes, nothing to hide them, nothing like that, they wouldn't be as bold. They wouldn't be as showy. But that's how social media is. Social media is your mascot. It's your costume to put on to get extremely bold, to show more than you'd show, to act differently, and it's all chasing attention. It's all trying to be out there. Is there good things when it comes to attention? Of course. If you get some good attention, like I said, great things can end up happening. Your craft could be seen when it comes to positive things. It could be podcasting. It could be playing sports. It could be rollerblading. It's just anything that you do very positive. People will see that, and then there's a longer reach and a quicker reach for you to become successful off of that and make money off of it, because money runs this whole world. And if you can make some of it doing something you enjoy doing, I am never one to knock any of that. But more often than not, people chase attention on the weirdest thought process. I only do all these things to find an avenue to generate revenue. You could have 150,000 followers, subscribers, etc., etc. And if you're not getting paid, or you're not selling something that you created with these avenues, you're giving away a lot of free content. You're giving away a lot of free things that you should be benefiting off of. If you're not seeing that when it comes to social media, I tell a lot of young people, and it comes to social media, if you're not using it to your advantage and you're being taken advantage of, because at the end of the day, Instagram uses your shit and makes money off of it. So why would you not use your shit to make money off it? If you're not doing that, then you're chasing the vanity attention. And that shit is going to get you broke fast, because Father Time is undefeated. Your ass could be super fat and hang all the way up, and Father Time can kick in and wow, pancake. You could be this handsome man and bang, wrinkles will hit you. You could be this brick shit house that's super strong, and you can get very sick and you could lose all of that. So if that is your only drive, likes and people commenting and people direct messaging you, telling you how hot you are, then I feel bad for you, because you're missing this amazing opportunity to make money, to help your family out, to help people around you that really care. Instead of just worrying about your angles and worry about how good you're looking. It's all attention driving is horrible. And it doesn't just happen in social media. That was just the one avenue. It happens in life. Men and women alike are attention whores. They need to wear the tightest shit. They need to talk the loudest. They need to pop the most bottles. They need to, and this is just everyday life. And it makes you look sadder and smaller and sadder and smaller until there's nothing left. Because at the end of the day, the show ends for everybody. Take every amazing athlete, singer, actor, philanthropist, all that shit. There is a certain time where they all downsize. There's a certain time where the fame shrinks. It's only 15 minutes. So make sure that you're utilizing those 15 minutes and don't let somebody utilize it off of you. And with that being said, that was my rant for the day. Those are 5 life no-nos that I hope you live by. 1, click clacking with your fucking mouth open. 2, being cocky. 3, asking for advice but never using it. 4, talking over people and talking too loud. And 5, attention whoring. They all connect. They're all bad things. And this podcast is made for, as aggressive as I sound, it's all in love. What I want to do is make sure that you're going closer towards being a better human being than being a shittier one. These 5 things I just talked about will make you a shittier human being. There's no way in hell you could do one or all these 5 things and somebody's going to look at you as a good person, or you're going to feel like a good person. So that's why I do these things. People have, my best coaches were all mean to me. My nice coaches never got the best out of me. So for me in this podcast, I have to be direct. I have to be mean. I have to not hold back my tongue and be very PC. Fuck that shit. I want you to be the best you could possibly be. And that's why I'm going to speak this way. Don't do these 5 things. If you do one of these, make that adjustment. I swear life will go so much better. You'll get the right type of attention you need and not the bullshit. And you'll attract the right people and not these slobby dorks. So with that being said, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you like it. Leave comments. Let me know what you do like. Let me know what you don't like. And have a great day. Get out of here. Go motivate somebody. Go tell your family you love them. Have a great day. I'll see y'all again next time. Peace.